Vigets, yo, what's up, guys? What is going on? Hope everybody's doing well. Newcastle United versus Barcelona 2-1, which I thought Barcelona, I'm going to be honest, I thought Barcelona were going to have a buffet with Newcastle. Even if they were going to go to St. James Park and play. And we know that that's not the easiest venue to go in, especially to get a win. That's not at all. Not at all. Any of the big teams in the EPL that go over there struggle. They really struggle. So I still figured, I haven't seen Barcelona play. The last time I saw them play was in Champions League last season. And boy, did they play. Did they play they had a really good campaign last year. So I thought that this was going to be a cinch. It was going to be an easy game for them. An easy game in terms of just like winning the game. And towards the end, it kind of was. And I'm going to say mostly due to two players, De Jong and Pedri. I swear if Pedri just ended up scoring, he doesn't have to have like double-digit goals, but if he just scored a little bit more than he currently does, Ballon d'Or candidate. Absolutely. Number one for me. That would be number one. Ahead of Dembele, ahead of Lamine Yamal. Absolutely. Just a complete, like just the way in which he plays, and he doesn't get, he's never rushed. You never see him struggle. You never see him in a tight bind, in a tight spot, ever. Like, it's so rare to see this guy like flinch and not know what he's doing. Ever. He seems like he's at ease throughout the whole game. Now, at the beginning, wasn't like that. Nobody in Barcelona was having an easy time. If anything, I was pleasantly surprised to see Newcastle completely pin them back. Barcelona had no way to come out, could not come out. We're really struggling to make anything out of that ball and try to create anything from the back. They just couldn't. They were completely suffocating in the back, and Newcastle did a really good job. And the amount of opportunities that they had, some of them, one or two I think were offside, but the ones that they had with, I think it was Elanga, because Elanga was just terrorizing that right wing. And I think it was the miscalculating to the ball, the steps that he was taking. By the time he wanted to shoot, he wanted to swing his foot, it was too late, and ends up just clumsily falling over. That was a goal. That was a goal right there. That would have changed the whole game. I'm not saying Barcelona, if anyone could come back, it's Barcelona that could come back. But that should have been a goal easily. And the one that should have been not just a goal, but a phenomenal goal would have been the really good exchange between, I think it was Elanga, Gordon, and Barnes. And Barnes getting the ball and shooting it, which there was nothing necessarily wrong about shooting it. I think as much as I dislike Rafinha shooting from that angle, I think would have been a goal. Even if he decides to put in the first post or the second. And Barnes goes for first post, and Juan Garcia ends up blocking it, which was great. I don't think there's anything extraordinary about the save that he did. That's just something that a keeper must do. Because imagine if he gets scored that way, what are you gonna say? Oh, he should have gone to block the first post. That's just a keeper's duty. So there was too much song and praise over Juan Garcia. Yes, he had a good game, but I don't think he was that amazing. I don't think he did anything magical or extraordinary. But my gripe is with Barnes not scoring or choosing maybe going for the cross shot, but going back and dragging it back to Gordon. Like, there was nobody on him. And by that time, Juan Garcia, as amazing as everyone says he was not going to get to that ball. And that would have been the second goal. They missed two goals. And what's going to happen when you don't score? Obviously, with a team like Barcelona, you're giving them so much of an opportunity to be able to come back and score. It was a type of foreboding that you knew that they were going to come back. You knew they were going to get back into the game. And what happened after 15 minutes that you stopped pressing? Because Elanga, Barnes, Gordon were sensational. They were absolutely sensational in those first 10-15 minutes, and they should have scored. And Barcelona with Pedri, De Jong, they just pretty much killed any hopes of Newcastle having any possibility of winning this game. And it was very frustrating to see because they started off the match so damn well. So well that they could have even probably humiliated this Barcelona side. Now again, it being Barcelona, I think it's one of the few teams that could actually come back, even if you're winning 2-0, and actually probably win the game. Not just tie the game, but win the game. And as much as I want to give credit to Rashford, because those two goals, I mean, the first goal was, what a header. I didn't know he had that in his resume. What a header. But the thing was, like, he had too much space to be able to pull out a shot like that, least of all with his head. What a header. And good for him too. Good for him. I'm happy for him. It's been a long time. It's been 2 years now that he's done anything, since the time where he scored, I think, 30 something goals. I know there's talent there and everything, and that's another one that's been overly praised and just talked about way too much than he should. I mean, this is a great game. Good for him. I especially love the second goal. I mean, who didn't? Who didn't? I mean, you'd have to be a real hater and just a really salty individual, or just really hate Marcus Rashford to not appreciate that missile of a goal, that beautiful shot. And it wasn't even just the shot. It was the whole little skill set, the little fake heel flick. And then just from that angle to be able to turn around like that and just hit it the way he did, my God. Splendid the way he just tore open. There's nothing Nick Pope could do at that point. Nothing. There was no way he was going to get that shot. No top keeper was going to be able to get that ball at all. No one. So shout out to Marcus Rashford for that goal. That was a sensational goal. Loved every bit of it. But is it going to happen again? I mean, he's going to score again. And let's be honest, like, he didn't have that great of a game. Like, besides the goals that he scored. It wasn't like he lit up the Champions League. It was just the goals that he scored. And that's pretty much it. Which is basically all you need nowadays. You know, you score a goal like that and you forget about the mistakes and errors that you committed before. But I hope this is like an impetus or something to give him and continue on and be in this form, and where he could get back to 2 seasons ago where he was in the double digits. You know, he scores 20, 30 plus goals. Hopefully he can continue doing that. And you saw Thomas Tuchel in the stands, so he definitely noticed. And let's see if that influences his decision in calling him up for the national team. Basically, to sum it up, this game was just frustrating to watch on Newcastle side. Someone that watches more the EPL than they do La Liga. I was honestly going for Newcastle when I saw them play so well those first 10-15 minutes, and then just to see them waste it all away. And I guess that's the difference between a championship club like Barcelona and Newcastle, letting those opportunities pass by and just completely wasting them, because that was a big opportunity for them to be able to actually have a historical win against this Barcelona side. And it's not just any Barcelona side. This is a very good Barcelona side that people are touting them as the favorites to win the Champions League. That's basically it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.